This could be real good for me. I have one of my coworkers needs a place to live. She gets 3 grand plus a month. I can bounce up my income as well. I'll have to pay for my insurance, but I was planning on doing this anyways. I mean, I'm gonna need more money to invest. I need to save and pay for this place, and this will allow me to move in a separate roommate who actually pays for separate bills. We can split things down the middle, and that will work out much better. We both work at the same location, or even any other job would work. They're more my age. They have a lot more energy. They won't give me dysentery. They'll buy their own food. They have a car. It opens up my ability to get around. This just works out much better for me. The only problem here is David has said this several times. I'm moving out, and then 6 months later he's still here. So this could just be one of his games. We call them G Game. I'm not going to use his name, but we'll call him G Games. His last name sounds good with games, and that was a term I heard from other people. And this Mobeen Muhammad, he tried to hand me money, but I know how David is. So I ended up telling Mobeen I don't want to touch the money. I don't want the money. Give it to David to put towards bills. And then David chose where it went. I actually don't even know where he put it towards. But I let David have his money from his friend. And anybody can call. I have the phone number. They can call these people. They can call the landlord, and the landlord will attest that I came up here and there was two other people. The landlord will attest that these people brought in furniture, not me. The landlord will attest that those rooms I had to invest money in and get done. The landlord will attest that I end up having to borrow money and then paying it back, as well as I do have receipts for paying these things back. I do. I have written receipts. I have financial receipts. I keep all the online receipts, all these type of investments. Now, this could work out great. Like I said, I mean, I would do better with somebody who actually wants to pay their half of the bills. I would go out and do their own cleaning. I mean, not cleaning up another man's feces would be a nice change for once. Not having to follow a man around cleaning up everything, that's great. I mean, and this person would probably appreciate watching me clean all the time, as well as if I have a seizure in front of them, I doubt they're going to try to lick out my ear or try to have sex with me while I'm bleeding everywhere. That's probably not going to happen with a person my age who I work with. I mean, it's just not the case. This is a girl who's the same age as me, as well as I have some other candidates. But I've already called them. The problem is that if he doesn't move out, then I look like an idiot. There's another problem too. With David going senile, with David having so much credit card debt that he has no money every month, the fact that he's the way he is will make him a danger to any location that he goes to. Now, if he's in a shelter, he'll have eyes on him. So that might be helpful. It might be helpful for him to be close to his doctor in a shelter. That does sound helpful, maybe, to have all those eyes on him. And I fully approve him moving out. I just don't approve him leaving a bunch of shit for me to clean up that's in his name. It's a little hard to change over things into my name if he's not here to do it. They're going to ask where he is. He has to cancel it. He has to send in paperwork. There's a lot he has to do before I can change it over. I had it in my name for 2 years, the internet bill. Then we changed it over to his name just a couple months ago. In January, we just changed it over. So it's only been in his month for his name for 8 months, and I had it in my name for 2 years. So he hasn't even had the full 2 years of paying and having in his name. Meanwhile, I already did that. We already did that. He asked me to give him cash. I would drop it. We would pay the bill. Sometimes I would put my card down. Sometimes it would be a written money order check. It could be any form of payment, but it was in my name and I was paying it. Now it's going to be in his name. He's been paying it, and we had a new agreement in January. I put $60 towards the TV and his shows. He pays $60 for the internet. 60 and 60, split it out. But then he wanted a phone line, so I showed him how to install a phone line. So I have my phone bill that's about 40. I pay that. But he has his phone bill that's about 20. Well, if he's leaving, I don't need a home line right now. I can cancel that. But I can't cancel it for him. So these are issues that will have to be changed over, as well as I have an electric bill that will have to be changed over in my name as well. So that's something that will have to be handled. Now, if he just doesn't handle these things, I'm not quite sure how you change it over, because these companies require a changeover. And that sometimes requires the person whose name who says he's living here. Because technically, it will still say he's living here if he doesn't notify him that he moved. That's important. That is very important. As well as, I'm not sure if I can get these things put in my name if he has a contract with them. Now there's electric, there's the internet, and I just want it in my name. I've been paying it already, so it's not like that. It's not the money, it's the name on it. I mean, if it's not being paid, I mean, what do I do? Drop money for his name? I mean, that doesn't sound really nice. No, it's much better to cancel these things out, move in a new roommate, put it in my name or their name, and we're all set to go. But we're going to have to get the bedrooms redone because we have an infestation that's from him. Absolutely. My roommate infested the damn bedrooms. And then I think they ended up hiding in the walls. I don't think they were already here, but maybe they were too. But that couch was infested. The one that Raymond Hill brought in, that David said and allowed from his company, that couch and mattress came from David's company and Raymond Hill's company. Now, David was not getting paid at this time. He was not. He was not getting paid, and you can ask him. I mean, he spent a little bit of time, 3 months for a time, and then another 2 months or 3 months for another time in the 7 years we've been up here. It's been 7 years now, not 8. I had to do the math with Department of Health and Human Services. We were at 6, we just hit 7 years. So it might work out to our favor. It might, having, more money towards the house. But it also could bite me in the ass if this doesn't work, if he does want to stay. And it also could be a problem with, like I said, the name changes. So we'll see what happens with that, but this could be a good change for me.